Welcome everyone to the Diversity Visa Lottery Dv2022 application form. This is a detailed explanation on how you can properly fill the form and win the Diversity Visa Lottery Dv2022. Yes, when the application started, when it was exactly at noon, I went live and I filled one form. But when I was filling, I was doing a little bit quicker. So some people were not able to get through some of the questions, some of the instructions. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain to you step by step and explaining each particular question. What does it mean and how properly and how are you supposed to fill so that you can be able to win the Diversity Visa Lottery, so that you cannot be eliminated for the mistakes of filling the form. Because there are two things. Some people are going to be eliminated after submitting the form. There are some people are going to be eliminated during the visa interview because they did some mistakes. So therefore, they'll be going to be denied the visa. I don't want either of the two happen to you. That means you do a mistake in filling the form, which will make you a total disqualification. Or after winning, you go to the embassy, you are going to be told that you did one mistake or this second mistake, then you are going to be denied the visa. So this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo EBM, and I welcome you to the EBM Scholars Show, or rather my family in EBM Scholars. The first thing first, go to my YouTube channel and you can come here and click subscribe. I don't want to unsubscribe, but you can click, let's say if you unsubscribe, you can come here and click on the button here, subscribe, and you can click on the notification that you are going to accept all the notifications. So once I'm going to post the videos, you are going to see. So this is my YouTube channel in case today is your first time to come to my YouTube channel, and I believe you'll be in a position to understand. So in this video, I will be going into a detailed explanation of each question. How do you go about it and how are you supposed to fill the form? So the first thing, let's start. What is the official website for the filling the Diversity Visa Lottery? So it is dvprogram.state.gov. It used to be, previously, it used to be different website. It used to be like dvlottery.state.gov, but now this is the official website, which is DV program. DV stands for Diversity Visa. Program is program, so the DV is Diversity Visa Program. Department of State. State means the Department of State. .gov, it means the official government website. I've been telling people, if you go to the Google search and write DV Lottery online application, for instance, I'm giving you an example. You'll find the first link or second link, it has .gov. Without .gov, that is fake. So then if you come here, you'll find dvlottery.com. .com means it is fake. If it doesn't have .gov, is fake. So this one, they said DV Lottery DV2020 online application. This is fake. It's not the correct website. So don't fill any website which is not correct. This is fake. And yeah, so if you apply on the other website like this one, you see at the end dvlottery.com. This is fake. There are so many websites which are fake website. This one is fake. Online.com, another one. Also, you see, it's called US United States Green Card Lottery Service. There is no the service. There is no test, whatever. It's .com. It's fake. So any site you are coming to and is not for instance, this one they call dv.whatever.lottery.com is fake. This one is fake too. So don't get scammed. The first thing is, what is the official website? So after telling you that, let me go to the application. So this is the official website. So the first thing will be when you are going to fill the form, make sure that you have everything already. Make sure that you have the photo edited already. Make sure you have the photo of your spouse if you are married. Make sure you have the photo of your children if you have children. Make sure you have your passport already information on the side, the authorization, or you have the passport number, expiration date. Don't start filling, then you go to your room to find the passport number, because the more time you are using to spend on this form, it will not go through. The application, let's go to another thing. Application, as it started in October 7th, and deadline is November 10th. But the results will be out on May 8, 2021. So if you want the instruction, which are this one, the instruction are here. If you want to know more instruction, if you want to see the examples of the photo, you can click here and get the example of the photo. We'll be able to show you later when we go there. Okay, so then we start to come here on the green line. They say begin the entry. So I'm going to start beginning entry on how I can be able to fill the form. Once you open this one, it will come certain authentication code. So this one, each person will have different depending on depending on your time. So this is unique to everyone. So it's 33VPW. Let me click submit. Then I'm not going to submit this application because this is a tutorial on how you can be able to fill. So the estimated burden, they usually say 30 minutes, meaning you have to maximum spend 30 minutes to fill this form. But usual, before the 30 minutes, if you click continue, it doesn't go through. So that is the problem we are facing. So I usually tell people, if you have everything, you can fill this form within a few minutes. There is a video which I've explained in detail about how to fill your name properly. There is a video I've explained how to put the passport. There is a video about the photo, a video about address. There is a video about education. There is a video about marriage status. And there is a video about children. So there is a separate video on each one. But I want to put all together in one full application. This one is a detailed explanation to make sure that you don't make any mess up at all. So please watch this video before you fill the form because you'll come to regret. Trust me on this one. The first thing is writing your name. Your name, you are starting with last name or family name. So let me give you an example. When we say your name, the name has to be appeared as passport. Passport bio page. Let me give the example. I want to show you how the different names appear on the passport of some people. So there are some people with the 2 names. There are some people with the more than 1 name. So I will go and show you all these names and how do you go to put these names. Okay, so I will show you few things so that you can be able to understand. There are some people with very few names. There are some people with more names. I'm using the one with the so no matter what, you'll find there are some people with the 2, 3, 4 names, depending. But no matter what, all the passports around the world have certain way on how you can be able to go through, on how you can be able to apply. Okay, so the names. So here you'll find there is surname. The surname is your last name. When we say family name, the family name or last name, it means it is your surname. Given names or given name is the names which have been given by your parents. So these names which are here, it can be 1, can be 2, can be 3, or whatever. So the first given name is the first name. And if you have 2 names here, usually the first name and last name and the middle name. So for instance, my passport will be Makulilo is the surname, given name Ernest Boniface. So my first name is Ernest, middle name is Boniface, my last name is this one. Just like how it is showing here. Okay, so this person that we didn't is a specimen. So the person doesn't have, let's say doesn't have the let's say this person like she has 2 names, like UK specimen. I'm giving you an example. So last name, this person has 2 names, but there are some people with just 1 name. Let me give you an example. Okay, this has 2 names, which is very good example. I'm going to show you. Okay, this one So let me show you quick. So that is too small. Okay, this person has last name and has 3 names here. So that is something I was trying to explain. Some people have more names. This person has also some couple names. So this person surname is Reyes. No, surname is Reyes Suarez. And given name is Mary Luisa. So when it comes to fill the application form here, so the surname, for instance, on my name is Makulilo. But what if I have one name? That will be, if I don't have middle name, it will be this one. I'm going to tick here, no middle name. If I have 2 middle names, so it will be Ernest Boniface, I'm giving example, and the middle name is, let's say, Alexander, and just like that way. So if that I have 2 names, 2 first names, I'll put it this way. But these names must be on your passport. If the names are not in your passport, don't go and fill them. So for instance, this person, the surname is Reyes Suarez. So it means this person has 2 last names. So the person has Reyes Suarez. So this person has 2 names. So then if as the first name, one name would be that way. But the person also, apart from 2 names of that nature, has Mary Luisa. So she has Mary Luisa. So first name is Mary. So it can be middle name is Luisa that way, or depending on the name of someone. So you can have 2 names, or you can have 1 no middle name. So whatever it is, make sure the names appear on as they appear on the passport. That is the very critical information you need to have. So remember, there is one place will go down, it will tell you about the birthplace. I will come to that one when we go through. So this person, let's say as Jane, kind of that. So make sure that the names appear is on your passport. Then gender. So let's say female. Remember, you start with the last name. Don't put your first name here, because once you put the names here, it will change on how the names will appear on your winning. It is start with the last name, first name, middle name. Then let's say gender is female, or whether it's male, whatever it is. Let's say date of birth. That is the date of birth. The city you were born. So the city you were born, I know some people, they are going to put, oh, I was born in this village, I was born in this district, I was born in this whatever. Forget what is written on your birth certificate. Go to this point, go to your passport. Place of birth which is written on the passport is the one you are going to put here. If it is the name of the city, the name of the town, the name of whatever, put the one which is on the passport. Because in the end, your passport will be the one matching all the information. So don't put the one that is written on the birth certificate. Put the one which is on your passport. So, for instance, this person, the place of birth is Croydon, whatever it is. I don't know where it is. This person, this is a visa. But if you look on the passport, each passport has a place of birth. So the place of birth, the one is written on the passport, is the one you are going to put there. So let's say this person was born in Monrovia, which will be Liberia. If you do not know place of birth, put it, I do not know. But put whatever. So for this one, let's go with Liberia. So the country you were born. So this person was born in Liberia. So let's say the person was born in Liberia. So it's Liberian. So if the person is Liberian, born in Monrovia, so this is the most important question. People do not know how to fill this one. The country of eligibility. Remember, the country of eligibility is based on the place where you were born. So this is where we come to the instruction. The instruction eligibility is supposed to be on the country you are born. The native, you must be a native of the countries in the low population here or low immigration here in the United States. So if, unless otherwise, you were born in a country like Nigeria, which is not eligible. Let's say you were born in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. So, if, for instance, you were born in Liberia, and you are citizen of, you are born in Liberia. So Liberia is a country which is eligible. So the question is, are you claiming eligibility based on the country you are born? Yes. So this automatically, usually it comes as yes. But let's say this person was born in Lagos, Nigeria. So Nigeria is not eligible country. Let's go to Nigeria. Nigeria is not eligible country. So Nigeria is not eligible, not because of the travel ban. The countries in the travel ban, Tanzania, Sudan, whatever, all the countries in the travel ban, Nigeria, they are allowed to apply, except Nigeria, because the reason is these countries which are not eligible to apply is because for the Dv2022, persons born in the following countries are not eligible to apply because more than 50,000 natives of these countries are immigrated to the United States in the past 5 years. So this is the reason why Nigeria is not eligible. Other countries which are not eligible: Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, China, including Hong Kong, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, Philippines, South Korea, United Kingdom, exception of the Northern Ireland and its independent territories, and Vietnam. But the persons born in Macau and Taiwan are eligible to apply. So let's go back here. So if we say you are born in Nigeria, so you're born in Nigeria, but your wife is from, let's say, from Kenya. So you can claim your eligibility based on your spouse. So you put Kenya. But for many people, here it will be default. Let's say you are born in Morocco. Let's say the city, I do not know, let's say the city is called Lagos in Morocco. So for that case, it will be yes, you are claiming eligibility in the country when you are born. So that is something. But another thing, let's say if you are Tanzanian, if you are from Somalia, but your wife is from another country, please go and use eligibility of the country of your spouse, because your country is on the travel ban, so that if you win, basing on the other country, you can be able to come here. So that is the instruction when it's going to explain. If your spouse is from another country, if you claim your spouse's country of birth, provided that your spouse remained married at that time, you'll be able to come to America simultaneously with your spouse. So that is something I want to make sure that people are using the advantage of this one. So if you're in Tanzania and you are not so sure, you are from Somalia, you are from Sudan, and you are married to someone from another country, please try. You can use the eligibility based on the citizenship of your spouse or eligibility of your spouse. So then it comes to the passport. Passport information. The name must appears on passport. Let's say I put it quickly. So middle name is Boniface. So these names must appear exactly spelling. In order to submit the entry diversity visa, you must possess valid and expired passport from your country of nationality. Unless there is exemption, I will go to explain exemption. So at the moment, you must put the passport information. Passport information, let's say ABC or S, whatever, this is the passport number. Expiration date, let's say January 1st, 2029. So, but remember, if the passport is going to expire any day, even one day after the day you apply, you are allowed to apply. What do they want? They want the passport which is not expired on the date you are applying. So don't come to comment or ask a question. What if my passport is going to expire next January or next month? It doesn't matter. As long as the day you are applying, that day your passport is not expired, you are allowed to use. What if in the country of insurance, the passport, let's say, is Tanzania? You put Tanzania. So, but there are some people, they say, I want exemption, passport exemption. Remember, majority of you will not have this exemption. If you click this one, that means automatically this one disappears because you don't have the passport. Does that make sense? So if you put this one exemption, you have to choose what exemption are you going to apply. Are you a stateless? Remember, meaning of stateless. Remember, you are not stateless. Meaning of stateless. Stateless person. According to the international law, a stateless person is a person who is not considered as a national by any country. A person who is not considered as a national. You are not a national. You are not a citizen of any country in this world. Remember, being a refugee is not stateless. Some stateless people are also refugees. But being a refugee, let's say you are a refugee from Burundi, you are a refugee from Rwanda, you are in another country, you are a refugee from another country, doesn't make you stateless. You are a national, you used to be a citizen of another country. You used to be a citizen of Rwanda, you be a citizen of Burundi, you be a citizen of Congo. But you are in South Africa, you are in another country's refugee. Remember, you are not a stateless. Stateless person doesn't have any belonging of any country on this planet Earth. That's I want to make sure that. So, you don't qualify as a stateless. No nationality. You don't belong to any nation in this world. Or, you are coming from a national of a communist-controlled country and unable to obtain the passport from your government. So, if you're from Africa, don't say you are from a national communist country. There is no communist-controlled country in Africa. Some Asian, yes, but it has to be a controlled. We know for sure, like Cuba, we know is a communist country. So a Cuban can apply through that way. And then you are unable to obtain the passport. And if you are unable, you have received individual waiver. You have a letter you have a waiver letter from the Secretary of Homeland Security or the Secretary of State. If you don't have that letter, so if you click here, you say this way, and you say you are unable, yes, you are going to win. There is someone from Ethiopia put this one and he put, I don't know, from whatever option he put, and then he won. He's asking me, what should he do? I told him, yes, continue, but you are 99% to go to be, you are not going to be denied the visa. Because why? I understand that if later determined that I'm not exempt from the passport requirement, I may be disqualified from the visa program. So if you say you are exempt, you don't have the passport, and then you are going to apply using this way, you will be denied the visa during the visa interview. So if you don't have the passport, I have a video which I explained, I don't know. I have a video which I explained about the getting the temporary passport. Go and watch that video. Then the photograph. So there are a few instructions on the photograph. Let me quickly go to the photograph. Remember, on the photograph, the photo must be of yourself taken within the last 6 months. Don't use the photo which has been used in the previous application. You'll be ineligible for a review lottery if your entry photograph for you and your family members do not fully meet the requirements. And submitting the same photograph that was submitted prior year, last year or previous year, you'll be ineligible for the review lottery. So if you go down here, there are some requirements. It has to be white, this kind of specification. There are so many specifications, less than 240 kilobytes. Now it is 245. It has to be 600 times 600 in resolution. Those are some of the requirements. You are not supposed to wear glasses. You are not supposed to wear some few other things. You are not supposed to do those. So those are some of the few things. Like you can see here, these are correct photos. Like this one. This one is not clear. This is not like background is a little bluish. This is correct. There is a shadow. So don't wear glasses. You can wear hijab if it's for a religious reason. So don't wear uniform. So I'm going to put the photo. So I'm going to show you how I can edit my photo. So what I usually do, I use the egreencardphoto.com, this website. So it's very, very simple. You come here, you click select. So let me find a photo. So what I usually do, I ask people to take a photo which to leave a space. You see this photo has a bigger space on both sides, on the head, on both sides. Meaning, you can come and follow this instruction like how it is showing here. You can see here what I'm showing here now. You put this green line on your head like that way. So you can come and you can keep zooming wherever until you get to where you want to put. So you put on the head and on the chin, and then you click continue. If you click continue, it goes here, then you click download. Then it will come to download. Once it's going to be downloaded, this photo is going to be downloaded here through this website. That's why I don't want to edit photo for anybody, because if you send to me, I don't use any software. I'm using the same website. If you do this one, you come to look on what are the file information of this photo. You see it is 28.3 kilobytes, which means it is less than 240 kilobytes. Dimension is 600 times 600. So this is how it will be able to appear on your application. So this photo meets the requirement now. So what you need to do, you come here and select that photo. You select the photo, it will accept. Then it comes to the address. I have the video. I've explained about the mailing address. Mailing address, this is the address where you get the actual letter. Mailing address format or whatever. So it's just different. Let me give you an example. It can be through a PO box. This is how it is. Your name, street address, city, if you have a state, code, whatever country, it depends. So this is how it is, but this is the American way or most European way. This person mailing address is Lincoln country, whatever this one, that the address is street, city, state, Wisconsin, and the zip code. But it depends on people and people where do they live. I'm starting with the different addresses like this way. It can be your name, kind of that, but I'm going to show you how it will be. Like this person is Mary Jones, station this one, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. This is another way you can put the address. This is there are different ways. So, sample examples. Mailing address, let me put a PO box. Okay, so some people, they have PO box addresses, whatever it is, but these are different addresses. So, what do we mean by care of? Care of is optional. Care of is you don't have the address of your own. Here in America, in Europe, and some other countries, in developing countries, they have, they are going to bring the letter or package to your own home addresses. So, when you ask the Uber to bring something at your house, which address do you give? If you ask someone boda, those motorcycle people, to take you to where you live, which street address are you going to put that? So this one is if you don't get your own address, you say, oh, in order for me to get this one, oh, it's care of. I'm giving you example, care of name of your school. It can be that one. Name of your office. It can be name of your church. The letter goes through the church. The letter goes through your school. The letter goes through work office addresses, whatever. So that is optional. This address is very simple. In Rwanda, for instance, they have the house number. So put the house number. For instance, I'm going to give the Gasabo. I'm giving example. Street, house number 12, like that. That is your house. Address number 2 is optional. Leave it that way. Address number 3, for instance, Kigali. District, whatever, if you do not know, is Gasabo. If you do not know, put the name of the city you live. So this is the postal code or zip code. Postal code, we have almost all developing countries have a postal code. The easiest way, take the code of your phone. For instance, if you are from Rwanda, it's 250. If you are from Tanzania, 255. If you are from Kenya, 254. If you are from Uganda, 256. If you are from Ghana, it's 233. whatever number you have, the first code is the number you are using. You don't need to put the plus. Just put the code you are going to use. You don't have zip code. But some people, they get confused. They put the zip code or code of their exactly maybe the country, like in Kenya, each country, Nairobi country has their code. Mombasa, they have 001, whatever code you want. You can put it there, it's not a big deal. If you are not so sure, just put I don't have the postal code, I do not know. It is not a big deal. Some people, they don't have the address of the street like this way. They have postal address, PO Box, that one, Kigali. So then you put country, maybe Rwanda. You see, like that way. There is no any problem. Some people, they want to put the address of someone in the US. Even if you put the address of someone in the US, it doesn't matter. This address, they are not going to send anything in this address. Even if you put a fake address, even if you put a wrong address, it doesn't matter. There is no any information is going to be sent in this address. Then, here is a very important question. The country where you live today. So the country where you live today, for instance, if you put Rwanda, or let's say you put the country, you say maybe Liberia. Let me go back to my people in Liberia. If you put Liberia, by default, when you win, the interview location will have the country of where you live today. Sometimes you can say, if you are visiting a place like you are there for a short time, you can put the country where you want to do the interview, but don't put US. You live in US. If you are not you don't live in US. So if you put the country, if you are in Dubai right now, you are working in Dubai, but you plan if you win to do the interview in your country Liberia, put the country Liberia even if you can't, you are in Dubai, because by default this country where you live today is the country by default is going to put where you'll be going to do the interview. Phone number is optional. Don't waste to put the phone number. They don't care. If it is optional, it is option. Email address is very important. So you can put small letters, you can put capital letters. Whatever. You can put like that way. If it is, you can decide to put like you have ABC, whatever, at gmail.com. You have to put the same ACVX at gmail.com. You can put a small letter, capital letters. Sometimes don't copy and paste, because once you copy and paste, sometimes you leave a space. If you continue, it will say this one doesn't contain space. Make sure it is exactly the same. This email address will be used to provide you with additional information if you are selected. This information of the normal address, they don't send anything. So for that case, don't use anybody's email address. Use your own email address. That's why I'm explaining to people, when you are going to apply for the DV lottery, make sure someone is sent to help for you. Make sure is using your email address, not their own addresses, because this is the address which is very important for you to continue if you win. And the case number is very important. Don't allow the confirmation number when you finish applying, and the email address must be yours. Then let's go to the education. I made a video explaining about education. So the good thing now, the US government, for the first time, they have changed this level of education. Previously, last year and the years before the DV lottery, there was the issue, the use of the word diploma. There was the primary school, high school, no degree, high school, no diploma, or whatever it was, there was the issue, the word diploma. So what is the meaning of diploma? The diploma, let me give you an example first of all. The meaning of diploma. Diploma is a noun, a certificate awarded by education establishment to show that someone has successfully completed a course of study. That is diploma. Diploma is just the certificate. That is diploma. So, this one is diploma. This one is a diploma. This one is a diploma. It can be high school diploma, can it be university. Is the certificate you are given that so and so has completed. This is different from transcript. Different from transcript. Transcript. Transcripts for education usual is the one which has results. This is the one with results. This is the transcript with the name of the course and the grade. That is the transcript. But the diploma, which is called, other countries call it certificate, is the one it says you have been awarded a bachelor degree, high school, or what we call so this is you call it the certificate on the right hand. You have been awarded. This one is a transcript. The one without results, that is a transcript. The one which you say you have been awarded so and so, that is a diploma. So, in other words, diploma is not the level of education. So, without that confusion, the United States have decided this year to remove the word diploma here. But there are some people who have diploma level of education. In Africa, for instance, or in Asia, we have diploma level of education. You go to high school, you finish high school, you go to you go to diploma. So that diploma level you are having in US is not recognized as a diploma because diploma is something else. We don't have a level of education called a diploma. So remember, the requirement to apply, you must have high school if you win to be given the visa. But if you don't have high school, you need to have at least 2 years of work experience or training, whatever, to qualify. But there is no work experience in this part. You will put the work education level. And they are not going to choose you here because you have higher degree like PhD. No. So it doesn't matter. Put the current education you have as of today. Don't put the education which you have for the next month or next week or whatever. Put the education level you have today. So if you have primary school, put it primary school. If you have high school, that means no degree. That means you didn't graduate. You went to high school. Maybe you studied 2 years or 1 year, then you dropped out. You didn't finish. Or you are still in high school. You haven't graduated yet. Then high school degree, it means you went to high school and completed. You have the diploma. You have the certificate of completion. Vocational, it means you went to the vocational school. Trade school. Remember, vocational schools or equivalents are not acceptable. Are not acceptable as education level. It will help you into occupation, work experience that you went to school. You went to take certain type of classes so that you can be able to qualify for certain type of course, certain type of job. Some university courses. Some university courses is people who are taking some university courses. Either you are currently a university student, but you haven't graduated yet. So you put some university courses. So this is where the people who have diploma in your countries choose some university courses because the diploma is in the US is just like associate degree. So if you have diploma, there is no education diploma. You put some university courses. It's just some courses of the college, but they are not fully degree. Then you put degree courses. University degree. University degree, it means you have a degree. You have a bachelor degree already on hand. Then some graduate level courses. That means what you call, I have postgraduate. First of all, you have a degree and you have postgraduate. Some people call it some postgraduate diplomas, postgraduate certificate, or you are currently a master's student. You haven't graduated your master's. You haven't finished your master's degree. So you put some graduate level courses. Then masters, if you already have masters. Some doctorate level courses is very explanatory. You are currently a PhD student. You are studying right now. Then there is a doctorate degree. You already have degree. It doesn't matter if you put doctorate while you don't have doctorate. They want the doctorate at the time of when later. So put the education level which you have today, not the education level you are going to have tomorrow. That is something you need to have. Then marital status. Marital status, unmarried means you have never been married in your life. If you say you are married and your spouse is not a US citizen, means you are going to put the information of your spouse. the name, date of birth, place of birth, gender, photo. The photo of your spouse must meet the proper requirement. If you put you are married but your spouse is a US citizen, there is no any point to add the information of your spouse, because your spouse, if he is a US citizen, doesn't need a green card. If your spouse is a green card holder, doesn't need another green card. So it will, previously, last year or the year before, it used to come there and you can add information about that one, but you don't need to put the photo. But from this year, they have improved. That means if you put the spouse is a US citizen, it means you don't need to put any other information. If you put divorced, you must be really divorced. Widowed, it is explanatory. Legally separated. Legal separation is an arrangement where the couple remain married but live apart, following the court order. If your spouse, you and your spouse are legally separated, your spouse will not be able to immigrate with you through the visa lottery. If you say you are legally separated, if you win, your spouse will not come with you. You will not be penalized if you choose to enter the information of your spouse. So this is optional. My advice is, when you put legal separated, don't put this one. Don't need even to put the legal information of your spouse. Because if you are already separated, some people, they might go ahead and say, I'm not going to give you the photo or other kind of things. So just don't put the legal information, because you don't need to put that information. If you are not legally separated by court, you must include your spouse, even if you are planning to divorce later. Failure to put your spouse information might lead to the ground of disqualification. If your spouse is a US citizen or permanent resident, do not list him or her in this entry. So, this is what I want to give to you. If you are planning to get married in November, you are still unmarried. This is very critical. Don't say, but I'm engaged. There is no girlfriend and boyfriend here. There is no, I'm planning to get married or I'm engaged. You are still unmarried until you go to the church or to go to the mosque and you say, I do. That means you are married. But before that, you are unmarried. So that's something. Number of children. If you say you have 0, you click continue, it will continue. So this is the problem, what it is happening. Because I've spent more time to fill the form, that is the reason. I've used more than 30 minutes. But once you click there, it will tell you to submit. It will click continue, it will take you to submit. So I can find another form and fill the V form, and then I'll fill it quickly, then you can be able to see what does that mean. So if I fill the form quickly, you can be able to see when I go J3 UW8. So you have to fill the form quickly. For me, I'm using longer time because I'm just here. So I'm just quickly showing you some of this one. I'm not going to put the information, so I'm going to say I'm unable. I'm just quickly showing you how we go through this one. Okay, so okay, so I'm going just to fill the form quickly. Okay, so the education level, this person maybe has just high school. You say you are legally separated. Number of children. Let's say you have 1 child and you are married and your spouse is not a US citizen. So if you click continue, this is what I was showing you. It will go to the next page, derivatives. Derivatives, that means it's a spouse, and the spouse means you put the information of your spouse. Is the name. Your spouse doesn't need to have a passport to be included here. So is the name, birth information, gender, place of birth, country the spouse was born, the photo. The child, because you put 1, you have 1 child. If you put 2, it will come 2 automatically. And you put the child photo. If you put 5 children, you put it that way. But on the spouse, there is no to put more than 1 spouse. Spouse, by default, it comes to 1. There's no to put, I have 2 wives or 2 husbands. No. Go back. So I'm going back and I say I'm not married. So I'm going to say I'm not married or legally separated. And the number of children, I'm going to put 0. So, but I will not submit this one, because if I submit, I'm going to check someone's chances. This entry might win, and then someone might not be able to go. So if you click submit here, what will happen? This is what will happen. Let me show you. This one will happen. It will say the word success. And the word success, it will. This is the application I did for Mwinuka Welfare Girls today. So you see, it will give you 2022. Then it will come the confirmation number. Take a photo of this confirmation number. Usually I take the photo, I send it to him, and I send it to my email. If you save to your email, you're not able to lose it. But also, I want to save as PDF. So I saved this one as PDF again, and I sent it to my email. This one, you'll use it on May 7th to check the results. Oh, sorry. So if you go to May 7th, 2021, you'll be able to see the results if you have won or not. So that is how you'll be able to fill the application. I'm not going to click submit. So that is the official procedures on how to fill the form. Remember, to fill the form DS260 is free of charge. You are not supposed to pay anybody. Don't get scammed. So please make sure that you share this video to anybody on how properly to fill this form, so that they can know procedures and how to fill and how to win the diversity visa lottery. I'm sure I have filled everything. I've been able to explain everything. If you have any question, please let me know. Thank you so much, everybody. I wish you all the best. This is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, the CEO, the founder and the CEO of the EBM Scholars. Remember, you have to come here and click subscribe. If you want to donate, there is PayPal. You click here, you can, if you want to donate. Thank you so much. There are almost like 5 people so far. They have come here to donate. There are some people, someone donated $1, someone donated $2, someone donated like 5, another person donated $50. There is no problem. Even you want to donate 50 cents, you can be able to donate. I will accept it. I will appreciate that. If you want to follow me on Twitter, click that way. You can be able to follow me on Twitter here. I've been able to post so many updates on my Twitter account. If you want to follow me on Instagram, go to the EBM, there is EBM Signature, and this is one account, and then there is another one is called EBM Scholars. So there are 2 accounts. There is EBM Signature and there is EBM Scholars. All these accounts are going available. You can be able to go there. You can follow them. And this is the list of all my books I've been able to publish. So for those who want to know usually what things I usually do, I also write books, and these are my books are on Amazon. So some of my books are already there. So I'm sure I can end the video right now. Please remember to subscribe to this particular YouTube channel and share the video to others. And all the best, everyone who is applying for the Dv2022. Don't make any mistake. If you have children, put the name of your children. If you have spouse, put the name and the photo. Don't apply without them. You will be disqualified. All the best, everyone. Bye-bye.